Hey, I wanted to give a little update on my garden area here. Right now I've got one of my little plots covered with landscape fabric. I'm burning holes to try to not fight weed pressure. You can tell where I first started, I burned my hole a little too much. So one thing I learned on my template here is that when you start the torch, you just barely touch it into the hole and get back off of it really quick, and your holes will come out small like they should. And made a template here. This is a 9x9 template, so 9 inches between each of the holes here and 9 inches between them this direction as well. And then I also left 9 inches here, so when I drag to the next area, I can just kind of put the edge of the board on the holes that I just burned and then go up 2 holes. For this for my vegetables, and some of these I'm gonna try with a 3-foot spacing in between them and 18 inches between the holes, because some of the vegetables need more space. This is you can use all of these if you wanted to for flowers or things that need to go closer. This is 6-foot fabric, so I'm just put the middle of the hole here. You can see the yellow line in the middle, and as you drag it along, you can really go fast. So I just found an old piece of plywood. Because this is 6-foot fabric, these holes on the outside wind up being a little more than 4 feet wide, or you need the wood to be more than 4 foot wide for the template. So it wasn't easy to find metal that size, so I just went with a piece of plywood, old piece of plywood, and it really hasn't burned or anything like that. You're in and out of it so quick that it's not a big problem there. But yeah, that's how I did my template. Just left 9 inches. I did 6 holes to start, and 5, 6, and 5. And then I found a little piece of just wire, I think some electric fence wire or something that I had, and I'd been doing some plumbing, and so I just stuck a little piece of PVC to make a handle, so I can just very easily drag this along my row. This row I think is 36 feet long, and I think I'm about 28 feet wide. Maybe 32 feet wide. I guess I've got 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 5 pieces of fabric down, so about 30 feet wide. And then you can see I've got some other plots that I've not used fabric on yet. And then I've got a long plot down there toward the rent house project, or the guest house project, that I've even not finished tilling yet. So I'm going to try this. I'm worried about landscape fabric here in Texas. I think I'm going to burn my plants up. This is going to be too hot. So what I thought I'm going to do, I'm going to try a couple of these. I'm going to go ahead and burn holes into this patch. I'm going to do 3 more of these with just a single row down the center, so I can plant things like squash and cantaloupe, things that you might plant on a 6-foot center. That'll give it plenty of room. But then I'm going to plant probably the same things: tomatoes, okra, got some greens, some cabbage and things. I'm gonna just put them, I've got compost and tilled that up, and we'll see what the weed pressure looks like on that. It may knock me out, but I've tilled it up I think 3 times now, so hopefully I've knocked the weeds back just enough that I can get my plants going before they get buried by weeds. So anyway, that's what's going on around the bend.